Rack focus. Hey everybody, Johnny O from the Plot Hole, and it's time for Unpopular Opinions, episode number 8. Yeah, buddy. Unpopular opinion number 1. No one really cares about the effort. It's the results that matter. And that's the problem. If we awarded effort as much as we did the results, or at least if we didn't put the weight solely on results, then people would suffer less from the need to be right. It's okay to be wrong. That's all I'm saying. Unpopular opinion number 2. Dogs are objectively better than cats. I mean, take a look at the way they mate. Dogs seem to care about their partners a bit more. Yes, even though in breeding situations it does seem to be more of an arranged pairing, they just seem to care more about each other. You ever see a cat pairing? That alley cat looks like Jodie Foster from The Accused. Unpopular opinion number 3. I know it's the right thing to say when asked about the president's current diagnosis of COVID-19. You know, the whole, well, we wish him the best, hope he has a speedy recovery. Nobody really wants to see him die. To the left, I call bullshit. Loads of you know that the first thing that came to mind was serves him right, followed by I wouldn't be sad if he dies. Now, that isn't to say that Trump hasn't brought this criticism or these thoughts on himself. I mean, just his flippant responses to people wearing masks or his just overall dealings with COVID-19, period, hasn't really set him up for this type of giant irony sandwich. But all of you on the left know those thoughts came to mind. And to those on the right, you felt exactly the same way when you found out that Hillary had pneumonia during the last election, so don't think you're any better than us. Finally, now I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know there are a lot of you out there that do. You are not the sum of all of your weaknesses. Toxic masculinity has driven many men to their demise. Men aren't allowed to have feelings without the whole "don't be a pussy" or "you're acting like a woman" rhetoric thrown their way. Men, embrace the fact that we are human beings with thoughts and feelings. Stop listening to those who tell you that you're weak because you have moments of weakness. Someone very close to me reached out for validation when he needed to check himself into a mental health facility because he was having thoughts of checking out. Why? Why did he seek approval for making the decision to put himself in a program? Because he, like many men, is told that he is weak for having undesirable feelings. We aren't allowed to cry when hurt. We aren't allowed to mourn the loss of a loved one. We aren't allowed to feel the deepest of rejection when our significant others decide to leave us. This forces us to bottle up years of feelings and pain and emotion. And eventually, that bottle is going to rupture and explode. And everyone else around us is going to have to deal with the repercussions of that explosion. Men, your feelings matter, they are genuine, and they should be respected. Anyone who tells you that you're being a little girl or a bitch or in any way, shape, or form belittles you for having feelings is toxic and needs to be removed from your life. Having feelings or emotions doesn't make you a woman, as if that's some sort of insult. It makes you a human being. Seeking out help when you need it doesn't make you any less smart, intelligent, strong, doesn't make you weak, doesn't do any of that. In fact, having the wherewithal to recognize that that you're having feelings that need to be dealt with and seeking out said help, that probably shows that you are stronger than most. Being able to recognize your weaknesses or your moments of weakness and understanding that you need help outside of what you can do for yourself is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength and should be celebrated. We should stop dealing with mental health issues with anybody as if it's some sort of thing to be shunned, ignored, made fun of, or belittled. People are human beings. Men, we are human beings. We have these thoughts, we have these feelings. Stop trying to suppress those. It turns you into an asshole. And for those of you who would look at a man having these feelings or having these issues or going through tough times and thinking, oh, he's just a pussy, go fuck yourselves. The world doesn't need you. It's time for you to shut the fuck up and go away. To the rest of us, surround yourself with people that want to see you succeed, that'll help you, that'll be there for when you fall down, pick you up off the ground with no expectations of anything, that are genuinely there to see you succeed in life, that are genuinely there to help you when you need help. Those are the people that you should surround yourself with, not these other assholes that look down upon you. Facing tribulations and trials doesn't have to be a lonely battle. Surround yourself with those who would see you succeed. Every video that I post, I share the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. And I do so because this is a cause that is very deep to who I am as a person. If you need help, if you're finding yourself wanting to check out, or just you don't have positive things to think about yourself, say about yourself, or do about yourself, reach out to somebody who will be there for you. Somebody who will listen to what you have to say without judgment. Somebody who will be there to help you off the ledge, so to speak. Surround yourself with that positive influence and realize and recognize that we can't always do it by ourselves. Seeking out help is not a weakness, that is a strength. And for the rest of you, when somebody does reach out to you for that type of help, don't victim blame them. Listen to them. Be the ear they need, the shoulder, whatever, and help. Listen to what they have to say. Be there for them. Maybe we'll get better as a society. All right, that being said, this is Johnny O's Unpopular Opinions. I know I'm supposed to rename this segment, but I'm not gonna, because unpopularly, I'm stubborn, and I'm gonna leave it named what I left it named, or some shit like that. If you enjoyed today's video, please one of these. If you didn't one of those, that's fine too. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We are like 220-ish away from hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's a huge, huge milestone for the channel. So if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. It'd be great, it'd be awesome. If you want to support the channel monetarily, you can do so at www.patreon.com/theplothole1. That's the number one, not the Oneaters. God, I want to stop telling that joke so bad, but I told Nerd Angle that I wouldn't until I got 25 patrons. Now we're making progress. I think we're up to 11 or 12 now, so we're almost halfway there, which is awesome. I thoroughly appreciate everybody's support, even if it's just something as simple as sharing the video on the old Facebooks or the Twitters or the Snapograms or whatever the hell the social media outlets that you enjoy are. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. That's good things. I'm Johnny O from The Plot Hole. I want to give a special shout out to all of my current patrons. I appreciate every last one of you. You guys are awesome. Supporting me, doing the stupid shit that I do. I mean, we all must be some sort of crazy, right? Anyway, I'm Johnny O from The Plot Hole. Don't forget, keep your opinions unpopular, baby.